Welcome to the Schmoopydady streaming experience. I'm your host, as per usual, Schmoopydady. If it's the first time you're watching the stream, the VOD or the video on YouTube. I'm a monthly Hearthstone Wild Legend player who typically hits Legend first a month, and after that I goof off. When I goof off, I play your decks. And I'm going to do that tonight, but I think we're going to start a brand new little project that we got from the comments. I want to give the commenter the correct praise. Commenter on YouTube. Must Dust Crust said, "Hello Schmoopy, any chance you could please do a Reno deck for every class at some point? Love these reviews too." And it got 4 likes, and it got a like from me. Yeah, this expansion sucks. So why don't we start exploring what are the best possible Reno decks in the format. I'm planning on getting like 2 or 3 Reno decks per class. We've got 11 classes, so we're looking at anywhere from 27, 22, 27, no more than 36 arena lists, and then maybe we survivor them and like see which one's the best. I don't know. What's going on, Z Liviero? Congrats on your first in chat. Time to start playing the music. Also today, we're going to be very excited and privileged to ask kvlt for his help on the stream today, doing a guide on how to play Maly Ghost Druid. And I can't think of anybody better than somebody that's got like literally thousands of games on the list. So I'm going to start pinging the Discords. Let's play a game while we wait. Let's play a game while we wait. Let's play this, I guess. All right. Other places to ping? Oh, she's probably going right now, so I don't want to ping Curly. Yo, it's always nice to see you. Always nice to see you, Azalea. Beer and Tunes, hello, hello. It is always nice to see you guys. Final boss. I was just final boss. You were just final boss. How'd it go? You're crying, so I'm guessing not well. Happy birthday, Dad. Thank you, Filch, for help. It's not my birthday. Do I do this now? Probably not. Finally, a good ass HS stream. Oh my god, that shit was so funny. Copper Scum is fucking hysterical. I guess we do this. Huh. I climbed from D1 to D1 2 stars? Hell yeah, Azalea. Wait, are you you were streaming it? Are you done or are you still there? You're still going? You're done? Oh. Just for your mental health, you're like, no, I'm done after this. I didn't know if you were 20 minutes away or an hour and 20 away. Oh, that's all good. Oh, no, it's all good. Don't even worry about that. I appreciate you even thinking of me. I appreciate you even thinking of me. I don't sweat that shit at all. I think we do this. We might already be dead. We might already be dead. Nah, we can kind of be okay. We can kind of be okay. Okay, let me finish freezing Domjot's board. What's going on, Tom? Wow, I stayed to watch. That actually caught your stream. Isn't that kind of like a disparage kind of moment that you're like, oh fuck, I'm still awake? Am I like the harbinger of something even more terrible? All right. I want to get this, or I want to get this. I think I take the assail. I think I take the assail. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we do. Then you'll tell me to eat shit, and eventually I'll go to sleep. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Beauty and the Beast. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dude, my fucking ads are always fucked up. Here we go. My ads are always fucked up these days. I have no idea when my first ad break starts. These douchebags fucked it up. What ads? Good point. All right, I think if we get the good minion off of Nightshade Bud, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got like a little better than a 50-50. What's going on, Marcus? Hey, hot minute. I haven't seen you. I feel like hot minute. I haven't seen you. I feel like it's been a while. I'm glad you're back. Glad you're hanging out with us. Ooh, wait. This is just ends it, right? This always ends it? Literally? Literally always ends it. He says confidently when it doesn't always fucking end it at all whatsoever. Chat, that was unreasonably risky. It's actually unreal how risky that was. But I think we win. Can you believe it's Tuesday? I can, because I looked at a calendar and it said, hi, Schmoopydady. Today is Tuesday. You're a better player than me. That's how I lost last week at THL. People still use calendars, apparently. All right, let's see. Let's see. On fire. Wait. Why am I on fire? Is this already active? Is this active now? Oh, it's active. Look at it go. Look at it go. Prayer circle or playable mini set cards? Or 4 mini set cards? Let's see how KVLT's doing. I don't want to get too far into... So here's the 4. Got it. Yeah, I agree. Playable mini set cards, please. So here's what we're looking at, chat. Here's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for a nice, fun guide. We're looking for a nice, fun guide. We can watch both players. I think. Ayo. Ayo. Here we go. All right. We can watch both players. We can enjoy split screen. KVLT versus our friend, Domjot. I want to start doing slop. I want to start doing the best Reno decks available in Wild. And I want to do some experimentation to that effect. And so we're going to do that. And look, KVLT's even playing slop these days. So let's see. Slop is good. That's what you're having right now. Slop. Real. Are we going to make just 2 big minions? No, not slop 3-month vacation? Oh, gotcha. Vacation's fun. Is the best slop? I think Reno Shaman will... If Reno Shaman is S tier, I'm going to fucking uninstall Hearthstone. If Reno Shaman is ever... Oh my god, lucky fucking trash. Jesus. Dude, the card didn't even... The mana set hasn't even changed yet. This is so fucked up. Everything happens so... Oh my god. The Lucky is trash. Fucked up, kvlt. Fucked up. Okay, he's in... Oh wait, Azalea's in VC. Ooh. Azalea's getting in there early. Alright, we're gonna stop the music. As much as I like Stressed Out. I'm gonna hop in VC. Ooh. Azalea's gonna keep me company. I probably can't hear Azalea yet because I probably have shit all fucked up. Oh no, I can hear Azalea. Okay.
Oh, hello, sir. I'm just playing. I'm literally just playing my game to hit.
How dare you, Azalea? Get the fuck out of VC Uwu right now.
No, it's all good. Hi, Tom.
You can hop in VC Uwu too. Feel free to. I'm glad people are using it. Honestly, all good.
Hi, friend. No, I was gonna see if Filtro wanted to was gonna want to help out, but it seems like kvlt is here, so I will go.
Hop in the other one. You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I will.
I'm glad somebody's using them. I never use VC except for stuff like this. kvlt, yeah, that was lucky. That was lucky trash. That was rude.
Lucky trash. That was awesome though.
Yeah. I had the best hand of all time against CTA.
All right, let's do sound check real quick. Say some really long run-on sentence, and let's see how your sound.
Really long run-on. Okay, let me make sure my mic is on my face.
Now your mic's on your face. I can hear you much better. Chat, can you hear kvlt just fine?
Yeah.
Is his level and mine okay? Sounds good. I love when you ask for chat for a sound check. And like
they won't ever tell you.
They'll never tell you. They'll never fucking tell. I try to always tell the streamer. All good? Okay, Beer and Tunes is paying attention. We're good to go. Okay. So here's a general idea. I'm gonna do just like a basic little like intro. Very formal. And then you're gonna, tell people who you are, and then we'll get right into the deck. Do you have a deck list that you prefer? I will share my screen with you so that once I figure out how
I can just send it to you.
Okay.
I think I don't really know what the last card is, but you can play whatever in the last slot. I think probably just try Overgrowth for now.
Okay.
That card is pretty good.
That's a really, I think we can nerd out a little bit. I think that's a really fun discussion to have. So instead of the Vate, you were doing Overgrowth.
It's either Vate. It's either Vate, Overgrowth, maybe Immune Cell's fine. I haven't really tried it.
Okay, no spoilers.
It doesn't seem like it feels like it should be bad.
Confirm. Okay, perfect. It's working.
But I don't know. Maybe it's fine at 5, but it feels like it's gonna be too slow at 5 to me.
Also,
I actually haven't tried it.
I've got Tracker.
5, so
I've got Tracker, Tom. Thank you though. Martian was talking recently, like that streamer thing that we all do, where we all just sort of like, we stare at the computer screen for a hot minute, being like, have I done every pre-stream thing that I need to do at this very moment? And just sort of like just dumbly just like drooling, like looking at the screen. I don't typically do that. I just go live, and eventually Tom just yells at me, Tracker. And then I realize that I've been playing without a deck tracker for half a stream. So that's probably where that usually goes. Okay, if you're ready, kvlt, I'm ready to get started.
I'm ready.
Perfect. Okay. Welcome to the Schmoopydady guide experience. I am your host, as per usual, Schmoopydady. In case the first time you're watching one of these guides, my monthly Hearthstone Wild Legend who typically hits Legend first of the month, and after that I goof off. And when I goof off, I play your decks, but I'm not doing that right now. Tonight, I'm going to learn how to play a deck that I know and love very much from a player who is better than me, one Kult, a.k.a. kvlt. I learned his name is kvlt, and I'm refusing to deviate. So, Colt, you want to explain who you are and introduce yourself to the people who are watching the video?
Yeah, I stream Wild Hearthstone sometimes, and I sometimes win games. And when I do win games, then my number goes up. And that's pretty much it.
kvlt is a multiple time rank 1 Wild Legend streamer. He's done it on stream. He's done it. You've done it with this deck, right?
This is the deck that I finished rank 1 with. I've only finished rank 1 once, and this is the deck I did it with.
So like
Pretty much the same list, except the one card.
you're just about like the best person to have on here when we're talking about this deck. It's not OT. God damn it! All right. Ever since poor Filterphobe got confused for Corbett, while he was explaining that he wasn't Corbett, people are. It's just going to be a running joke in my chat from now on that like people are misidentifying people in my in the community as it happens. Regardless, okay, this is really special for me, KVLT. I'm nerding out a little bit because I've told chat this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm one of the first people on NA to actually play something even close to this list because I saw the famous Chinese. I saw that famous Chinese tweet that was just like, "Hey, this guy's on rank 2. We don't know the whole list, but here's like most of the cards." And I played it a bunch, and I loved it. And what I love about it was. The fact that it looks so linear on paper and then you sit down to play it and it's way more complicated than that. Can you kind of speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember you being one of the first people to say like that this deck was cool. You were one of the first people to recommend to play it, actually. I don't think everyone else was kind of writing it off as kind of like a Barnes-esque deck. Because I think that initially on paper it looks like you're just meant to ramp and then drop Dungar, win the game, right?
Right.
But I think after playing it, like there's a lot more lines than that, and you got to be aware of a lot of things before you actually go in. Because sometimes it like just drawing Dungar doesn't necessarily mean you just win the game. Like you have to have other things in combination and make sure that. You have to sometimes gamble, but a lot of times you can just make sure that you're going to combo rather than have to gamble on comboing.
So it's funny. We just played like one game, just sort of warming up, and I did like a little gamble where like I absolutely needed A&R off of Dungar. I already had Ysayle in hand, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to jam the Dungar because I got it. And let's see if I get it. But like there are scenarios where it's just like you did not need to do that. It's like risky. Yeah, I did in that scenario, but like you don't just jam Dungar because that doesn't mean that you're gonna win.
So this deck has a lot of little gambles in it because like it's a gamble not to play Dungar sometimes too, right? Like so you have to either decide, well, I can go in this turn, and if I get it, then I win, right?
Right.
Or I can make sure I get something else, like maybe I have to draw a bud or I need to ramp a little bit more so I can play Dungar more safely. But then it gives the opponent a chance to advance their game plan, right? So you gotta have to try to weigh those options. That's kind of the options you weigh every turn, I find, with this deck.
Perfect. So let's start with the flex spots. I know there's some like really like there's one spot right now that's like completely up in the air that I think is fascinating to talk about. Let's save the overgrowth slot for a second. Can you please sell me on trail mix? I am pro trail mix, but let's convert more people. Why are you so pro trail mix?
Well, actually, I think Maxie was talking to me about this deck a little bit when I was first starting to play it. And he described this deck as imagine every ramp card in this deck is like a coin. Basically, like you want a coin in order to have enough mana to play your combo, right?
Yep.
Trail Mix is like old Overgrowth that just gave you it basically preloads those 2 mana crystals and you have more mana to go in on subsequent turn. I actually think one of the best things about Trail Mix is that you just can play it on 2 so often, and then you can play your Nourish, you can play your Guff, and it just really fills your curve a lot better. I even Trail Mix sometimes to be able to play like an Overflow, and then you can Overflow the next turn, and then you can ramp afterwards, even though it kind of seems counterintuitive to have more mana and then go down to less mana the next turn. Like, it's sometimes better to get that card advantage because then you will draw those ramp cards. So I think Trail Mix really kind of helps you fill out your curve, and more importantly, because like even though it's like a Druid deck, you don't really want to float mana with this deck. You want to be able to spend your mana every turn. So Trail Mix is sometimes nice to be able to it's not a huge mana investment, but then the payoff in the subsequent turns is worth it a lot of times. I find like even like getting the trail mix into like a sleep. Because if your hand's kind of dead, but you have a like one card that draws you cards, you know, you want to be able to gather more resources in order to go off. And then that's not to mention like solar trail mix is like sometimes you can just solar trail mix.
You were
and
saying
just kill
solar
the
trail
opponent
mix
on
like
turn
ends the
5.
game sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and so what you project that you're going to kill them the next turn. Like, it's whatever, right? Like they still have to be able to do something about it, right? Sometimes they just can't do anything about it; they just die. So
That's amazing. I'm just noticing this too. It's worth noting how many times this deck has been nerfed. Dungar's been hit. Sleep Under the Stars is more expensive.
yeah, there's a lot of cards in here that's been nerfed at some capacity, I think. But like even like I guess Guff's been nerfed, but Guff's still broken. But like it's kind of interesting. Like I think this deck has a lot of cards that have been nerfed in a way that like good nerfs, right? Because
Right.
they're I think the only card like there's a couple cards in here that people hate. Like people hate Ysael. Um people hate I don't know what else people really hate. I mean Bio I guess is probably one of the more powerful ones, but like everything else in this deck, at least for a wild standpoint, is feels fairly balanced.
Yeah.
Like Sleep obviously is a very good card, but I just it has a I don't know. This deck just feels like the ultimate Druid deck, right? It has a bunch of big dumb legendaries, and it has all the ramp, right?
It's so
It's like
classic. It's got Aviana. It's got Malygos. Like
yeah,
people have a lot of nostalgia for Malygos Druid. I know, like
it's
Tom's
a very
played.
flavorful deck.
Tom's played a billion games of like a very different like Aviana Coon, Malygos Druid deck, right? But like he's not alone in people that have people that have that kind of nostalgia for that. Oh my God, May, thank you for the insane numbers of of gifted subs right now.
Oh,
I can't
thanks.
read everyone out right now because we're in the middle of a guide. But thank you so much, May. I will get back to it. Oops, misclicked. Thank you, May. Appreciate you.
May wants the attention.
Okay. All right. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about this last overgrowth. What did this used to be?
This is a meter cell, which I think a meter cell is actually really cool. Like I think I want to try meter cell 5. I really liked it at 4. Initially, like a lot of people just were very resistant to put in the deck. I think it took a lot of convincing for people to actually want to try that card. Even though it came with the mini set, I found
worth noting board space is kind of a premium with this deck, right? Like you can run out
it
of
is.
space to play your stuff, and a Mirdrasil is taking up functionally 2 spaces. Like
It's
order
occasionally an
aside,
issue.
right? Just on the face of it.
Yeah, it's occasionally an issue, but I liked it because, especially with Dungar at 10, it gave you another way to get over 10 mana, basically, like essentially. Like it's another way to make you pop up earlier. I honestly think I kind of want to try it still, because
We could do it tonight if you want.
even at 5, maybe we could try it tonight if you want. I'm just not. It just seems like you're competing for like a lot of slots, right? Like at 5 mana, you usually want to be doing something pretty powerful. And maybe a meter cell is powerful enough. I'm not sure.
I don't mind. I'll be the experiment tonight. So
so,
you were trying Overgrowth.
Yeah, we can try it. Overgrowth is fine. I think it's a fine card. It's not my favorite before, because it's like a little awkward with the mana cost, but it's nice when you're going first. I find it's really good when you're in first, that you can just Wild Growth and Overgrowth, right? But like going second, it gets a little bit weird because like you end up with Overgrowth and Nourish in your hand, and then if you draw like a 2-mana ramp, then you don't really want to play Overgrowth,
Yeah,
right? You want to be able to coin, you want to coin your Nourish and play Invigorate.
It misses its
right?
it misses its
'Cause
moment.
It does, yeah. So I find it a little awkward to use, and Innervate has the same issue of it. On paper, it feels good because you can coin out a thing, but like a lot of times it just kind of sits there, and it wouldn't have really changed the game, right?
It feels.
But it's nice because you can dump it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it feels super bad once Ysael is down. Like Ysael is down, Vate's
Yeah.
like ugh. Like you just play it. It's like not a big deal, but at
You
the
just
same
play
time,
it.
it's like you
It's not a
gain no
big deal.
advantage from it. Yeah.
I do like it because it like doesn't make you lose any mana, right? And sometimes you have to like dump spells. Like a lot of times I'm like dumping trail mixes, I'm dumping Invigorates. I'm careful not to play my wild growth so I don't fill my hand again, because you want to be able to play like your UI or your overflow or some kind of card draw, and you want to be able to have hand space in order to play that, right?
Yeah.
So for that reason, I think Invigorates iterates fine, but I don't know if it's a good reason to actually run it in your deck, right?
Right.
So
Okay. The Shattered Reflections is like,
yeah,
that's like card 38, right? Like reasonably.
yeah. The more I played with it, the more I've actually kind of liked it. I think it's decent. It's very good with ENR. Obviously, it's good with Malagos. I actually find I use it on Malagos quite a bit, especially against like Hostage Mage or something like that, right?
Sure.
Like, especially like Reno deck, like something like that. Like, I guess most Reno decks you just kill, but like against Hostage Mage specifically or Reno Mage, it's nice to be able to take another Malagos and then be able to still kill them if they're clear your board while stalling, right? So,
That is
but most of the time it's going to be on ENR.
something we're going to have to unpack at some point, maybe when we're playing. You really enjoy playing against Hostage Mage with this deck. You don't run any tech for the matchup. You have a set game plan when you go in. I would love to break that down a little bit later. One last card I do have to talk about not being in the list. Convince me why New Heights is bad.
I wouldn't say it's bad per se.
Okay.
It's just not. It's the same problem as Overgrowth,
Okay.
where there's never a good turn to play it. And I don't think, like, in going over 10, you think it would matter more. Like, when I first did the nerf to Dungar, I thought you might want to run 2 of them even, because I was like, oh, you want to get over 10 mana, right? It makes sense,
Right,
to put in your deck. But in practice, there's just never a good time to cast it. It always feels bad. It always feels very slow to cast, because it's essentially a 3-mana wild growth, right?
Right.
Which you do relatively often with Gift. But by running that, then you have, all of a sudden you have 6 copies of wild growth. Even though Gift is a little bit more flexible. Like, well, 8 copies, kind of, right? You have a ton of, and your hand is just full of these useless ass 2-mana ramp cards, which is good early, but the use of it falls off later in the game.
Yeah, it makes
And
sense.
it being 3 mana especially is annoying, because like going first, right? What do? You bio, and then you like if you draw bio and then you have the New Heights. It's like, what do? You have to wait till turn 2 to play it, and that always feels bad to me. And then
You
you're
just want your
ramping
mana
for.
now.
Yeah, I want the mana now. I want to just do it into wild growth. And then a lot of times, like, you end up drawing something that's better, right? Because then you play the Nourish, and then you can't play the New Heights with the Nourish when you're on
Right,
5
doesn't
mana,
fit.
right?
Mm-hmm. But you can with Trail
It
Mix.
just
Right. Okay,
yeah,
I
you
see
can't
it.
with Trail
I see
Mix,
it.
exactly.
I'm starting
Like,
to see
there's
it.
a lot. I find like it's hard. I find it hard to weave into my turns. That's the hardest part about it. It just feels like I'm always floating mana when I'm playing it. It doesn't ever feel like I can combo with other cards to spend my mana efficiently.
All right. So it's basically like a machinations of the deck issue. It doesn't fit in your curves. The weirdest one of those I've actually ever had was playing like standard weapon rogue and feeling like harmonic hip hop was garbage. And it was so funny, and it was because on one you were always like tutoring your 3/3 because it was the only minion in your deck, so you played the spell that, like, draw pirate, get a coin. And then you were equipping your pick if you had your pick, or you were playing hero power, and then you were playing your sword shiner, so that all of a sudden your weapon's a 3/3, whether it's a pick or your dagger. And like harmonic hip hop is always on the shitty hip hop. Like, it was never like you were playing it like maybe turn 4, like you were lucky if you could prep it turn 2. So it's funny how like sometimes good cards just don't find a way to like be playable in a list just from how the turns naturally play out. And like, okay, so that makes a lot of sense with New Heights.
And ultimately, it's a warrior card, right?
No, that's true. No, it is. It's true. Like, I think the best part about Perils in Paradise is they allowed warrior to play not warrior cards. and gave them they gave them one of the most busted. I know Sleep Under the Stars is so broken. They gave them Sleep Under the Stars,
Yeah,
which was
like-
which was broken at
Which
7.
is a good card just to cast for 8 mana. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's
still
good now.
It feels fine to cast for 8. Like even in this deck where you play it for 1 a lot, like it doesn't feel bad to play it for 8 a lot of times. So
and then New Heights is just like, hey, like you take like bad, like nerfed over wild growth in basically every other class, and it also has the added benefit of putting you over 10 mana, so like you're kind of okay with that too. So
the thing is, yeah, it's just the bottom line is Druid just has a lot of good ramp cards, right? And New Heights is just not as good as the other ramp cards you're playing, right? Like compared to like Bio is an insane card. I think it's probably the best card in the deck. I think it really enables a lot of the early kills you get. Like I've killed Sparrowclaw on turn 3, full combo, using bios.
That makes sense, and it feels that as somebody who's played more Barnes than Malygos probably at this point. Although I think Malygos is probably I've probably played more Barnes than Malygos. Biology Project seems like the most busted card in the deck, honestly, if you want to try and like win early. To your point, like same kind of deal. Like, it's just like, you know, you just set it up and it's like, okay, we go next turn, we're good to go, or from here on after.
I mean, there's always a lot of wild decks have like the high roll, you know?
Yeah.
Like Shadow Priest had like used to have the turn 1 Void Touch, right? And that would just snowball and win instantly. And Bio feels similar to that in this deck, which is kind of it feels like the early high roll snowball that just instantly wins the game. So I think that's like the main card that they're never going to nerf, but if they actually want to balance wild, that's the card they should hit, because the rest I think is relatively inoffensive.
It makes sense, and it's funny because it didn't see a lot of like play for a long time, right? Like it was kind of like
solar bio
give the other person mana.
Yeah, but you don't care because it's all about against aggro, like it matters more about how many minions they have on the board, and every card in Wild is free anyway, so who cares about getting mana, right? So
worth noting too, a Disco uniquely seems less able to leverage the extra mana than other aggro cards. I feel like if you give Shadow Priest too much mana, sometimes they can kind of leverage that and get a wide board and then hit you with a Void Touch, right? Like, and if you don't have the swipe, you're kind of screwed. Like Disco is like again, sort of looking at the machinations of turns, they can't quite leverage the extra mana as efficiently as maybe some other aggro decks could have in the past. I've heard.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I never really care about giving.
You're giving everybody mana
I
regardless. You're like, fuck it.
The only deck that really sucks to give mana is Holy Wrath. I think that's the deck that feels the most risky to give mana. Even Mage doesn't feel that risky because Mage needs to kind of gather the resources anyway, right?
They have to draw some.
Which is actually, I thought, they have to draw a lot to get to their stuff.
Yeah.
And it's also funny. Sometimes you can mess them up by bioing them, and then they can't get their volume out perfectly finale'd. So
okay, that's cute.
Okay,
that's cute. We'll file that under cute tricks and stuff. All right. So quick
cute
little
tricks.
TLDR as far as like deck building goes. This Amirdrasil slot could be Amirdrasil, could be Overgrowth, could be Vaked. We're really not sure what the best option is there yet. That's card number 40. New Heights just doesn't seem to fit into the curve of the deck when you're playing it. There never seems to be a good turn to play it, which is why we haven't included it. And Trail Mix enables a lot of really nutty early turn pop-offs, as well as like you can play it alongside something like Nourish to help facilitate a pop-off, the turn after you Nourish. So I think that's a good TLDR. Did I miss any details there?
Pretty much it. I mean, I think there's some like intricacies. I guess we can go over. You wanted to go over like mulligan stuff and stuff next, right?
Yeah, we'll do mulligan stuff. Yeah. So let's move to basic mulligan. You've got you popped onto Discord. Somebody asked for your Malygos list, and you don't have time to give them like a full response on how exactly you're going to, how they should mulligan every situation. What's the most basic bitch mulligan to that? You're just starting out. These are the cards you look for.
I think The worst problem with this deck, I think, is that I think the mulligan decision changes based upon what cards you're presented with.
Oh no.
Like when you see the mulligan. I think you mulligan differently depending on what your hand is and what deck you're playing against. So that's the on its basic though. Like I think usually, pretty much always, you want to keep bio. I think bio is just like the best card. Um, like I talked about before, it's broken. Usually always keep 2 mana ramp. I don't usually keep 2 copies of 2 mana ramp. I usually just have 1 copy because I find
Okay.
it's awkward if you keep 2 copies.
Do you?
Sometimes I'll keep 2 copies if I have a nourish and I'm on the coin. I can wild growth into coin nourish into invigorate
Okay.
or something like that. That's a good play. I keep swipe used to be a lot higher priority to keep when Pirate DH and Aggro Priest were around.
Mm.
I think it's lower now. There's not as many decks that succumb to swipe. Even Disco Lock, you probably want to keep a swipe, but Disco Lock boards are really hard to swipe away.
Like, what's the one
And
thing
the
we're
main thing
removing
you
with
want-
swipe? Or like we're maybe killing a Tiny Knight and like maybe cleaning up some like 2/1s, but like otherwise you're maybe like, are you really swiping a Malk Imp? Maybe. Like I'm not saying no, but it doesn't feel critical, right?
Yeah, Tiny Knight's pretty much the only thing you care about. That's the card you have to remove so you don't die. Other than that, though, like most of the time, the Disco Lock boards are too sticky, and you really have to solar swipe them to remove them, or you need 2 swipes. And a lot of times you can just outrace them. I find that's the best thing to do. Is they take a little bit longer to set up than Pirate DH did, so it's less about removing. It's more about ramping quickly and killing them because a lot of times you can just out heal them, right?
Yeah.
You can ramp and then you can just Reno with the pendant and then you kill them. So
you're at this point we're sort of caring about ramp. Let's ramp, let's get our mana so that we can make decisions and we can play our cards and we can win the game.
yeah, and it depends on what your hand tells you to do. Sometimes you don't have enough ramp where you can ramp fast and you have to control them, right? Because think about like swiping is technically like it's equivalent to like playing wild growth, right? You're removing something, you're buying yourself a turn. Basically, if you can buy yourself a turn by removing it, then you should remove it. You just kind of got to leverage around how many turns. Like I always have in my mind, how many turns until I can win. And by playing this, will this like shorten the amount of time I can win? Will this buy me a turn? Like, what am I doing next? Because you really got to plan out your turns with this deck to try to make sure you can go off as early as possible and survive, right?
Yep.
Because sometimes you're a control deck. Like, if you have nothing, you just control them, which is where Shattered really gets good.
I was gonna say, then
Like,
you're just sort of like making copies of a Titan that can like heal you to full and also makes tempo and like, oh yeah, they can't get through this.
I mean, you can beat Shadow Priest by copying their own lifesteal guy.
Oh, that's
Some
That's
board pool
gross.
of their stuff. So I've beat Shadow Priest like that before. So
All right, more specific mulligans. Are there any other like you see a
Solar
matchup and this is
is
what
a
you do?
sneaky
You
one.
see a matchup, this is what you do?
Solar is a sneaky one. Solar with Bio or Solar with Trail Mix. Sometimes I keep Solar Trail Mix probably only on the coin. Trail Mix I've actually experimented with keeping more often. I've solo kept Trail Mix before and been rewarded for it because you just keep it, and if you draw your Guff or your Nourish, you just play it on 2 and it's a game-winning play, right?
Yeah. I keep Trail Mix in Astral Communion, and you're supposed to only really keep Astral Communion, right? But there's something I love about, coin Trail Mix into Astral on 2. Especially when you coin it out and you say, all right, well, I've got Aquatic in my hand and I can just sort of find it because it's bottom 2. I don't know. I think Trail Mix is kind of slept on, but it is a card you kind of have to game plan for and have to have a plan for how you're going to use it. You can't just sort of just rip it and not know what you're doing next turn, which is maybe why people don't like it as much, because like you can't just like mindlessly jam it.
Yeah. I used to keep a Major Cell every time too, like for the most part. Except if it's a deck that, you had to be super fast on, or like it's better into aggro, right? The Meter Cell. I'm not really sure where Meter Cell is now. I mean, it makes keeping trail mix better now, right? If you have a meter, if you run a Meter Cell, because you play that and play a Meter Cell, which seems like a pretty good play.
That's one of your turn 5 plays. Sure. Okay. All right. Any other specialized mulligans you think, as far as like, I see this matchup, this is what I keep? It sounds like in a way you're like, well, it depends on what you get, but a lot of it's more like your game plan and less dependent on what the opponent's doing. It's more of like what.
Yeah, it's more your game plan. Yeah. Bud is good into Mage for sure. Always keep Bud against Mage because it gets around objection. It's your best answered objection. You don't even have to trigger the objection until you, like against Mage, you usually don't trigger the objection until you trigger the objection the same turn you're killing them, basically, or pop their block, depending what they have up. Because it's pretty easy to just Bud, run a thaw, or drop another minion you don't care about, and then, or you just solar budding, you never even trigger the objection at all, right?
Right. So, yeah.
But I pretty much always keep Dungar too. It's a good card to keep as well.
Cool. Remember when I was like, all right, now hear me out. Do we ever keep the Renathal because then we don't pull it with Dungar? Like I was cooking something. It wasn't good. It wasn't.
I think you were talking about like tempoing Renathal as like
I was like, no, I keep it in the mull so that pendant always gets something good and it doesn't get pulled by Renathal. It was like I'm sure there's certain hands you keep Renathal. No, I don't think that's ever correct.
Renathal is probably the best as just objection fodder, to be honest. Like a Okani fodder.
Oh, so you might keep it against Mage? Actually, you might be like, well...
I don't keep it against Mage, but I will take it off Pendant. I very often take it off Pendant.
Yeah.
Because it's good into Okani. Like, if you look at the deck, you have no other really cheap things to throw into it. So it's pretty much all you have, right?
I like it. All right. All right. Any other, so I'm sure you've got a million of these, and it might be impossible to go through all of them because, like I said, this deck is not super linear. You do have to kind of grind out your way to win sometimes, and you can kind of get there in an imperfect way. Any tips or tricks that you think are helpful that you think maybe the average player might not pick up right away but would be super helpful?
As for there's a couple different skills with the deck. The first is playing out your turns and ramping effectively. You want to make sure to spend all your mana. I think a lot of times people don't spend all their mana. So that's a general Hearthstone thing. Pretty much every deck wants to spend their mana every turn. It's good. That's tempo, right?
Yep.
This deck's tempo is ramping. Even though it's on the board, it's still tempo, I think, to ramp stuff. So tempoing out trail mix and stuff like that, and not greeting certain things. It's good to go. Second thing is you want to be able to try to plan your swipes and stuff. Against aggro is very important. To not die. You want to play around the aggro, Hosen, for example. It's not really as relevant now. I played a lot of this deck when Pirate DH and Shadow Priest were more relevant. I feel like I could speak about them, but it doesn't really feel as...
It feels less relevant now because they're not common targets. Yeah,
you really run into them now. Yeah, so.
Well, I will say,
and I haven't played as much of this deck since the expansion.
I will say that to your point. Ramping does seem super important because you never really know. It might not look like it on paper, but you might just sort of ramp yourself into lethal because there are so many ways to eventually get the proper combo pieces down that all of a sudden you have enough mana, you have enough burn, and you just win.
Yeah.
So that's what.
And the third thing is the actual combo turn. I think the combo turn's it's a lot to explain. I don't
think we really do. I think I know what I'm usually looking for is I'm looking for some sort of Nightshade Bud scam where you can, play a 1-mana Dungar with Aviana, or you're trying to get Ysayle and then now your Sleep Under the Stars is 1 and you can get, all your mana, and maybe you use Solar Bud. Like I like there are a lot of ways to get there, and I don't necessarily think that's what I'm looking for in this little section. I'm looking for just like, hey, like what is something sneaky that might be good in this meta, that's worth knowing.
I mean, you can usually play around tech. I would say like tech is probably very relevant. I think this deck is very good into tech cards because you can, depending on the deck, you can play around it. Like, don't take Malagos. Don't put Malagos in your hand where it can get to you and stuff. Try to hide it in your deck for as long as possible.
That's like the most important one, right? You can kind of lose anything else and kind of be okay.
Usually I try not to use Ysayle or Maly, to some degree, but usually Ysayle and Maly are the most important. Like, I don't give a shit about like Aviana or Dungar. Like, those are the least relevant ones. Usually you can get there without them. Like, if you get off all your minions, it's annoying to lose Aviana, but a lot of times you can lose most of them. Like, yeah, you can win without Ysayle too, like very easily if you have the other pieces. Like, because you just refresh and you just kill them with all your mana. So
it's not fun, but you can. It's stressful.
You can. Yeah, I mean.
All right. Well, if you don't have anything for, like, if we don't want to elaborate too further, get too hairy on the weeds of like the actual combo, if you want to do a couple games, and yeah,
we can do that.
Perfect. All right, so I'll be your test dummy. We'll try Mirdrasil as that 40th card, even though it's nerfed, but it might still be okay. Worth noting.
Be okay. It does make the deck a little harder to play, I think, just because you have to manage your board space a little bit more. And UI is the only card that can clear your own board, which is kind of funny.
Oh, that is funny, but like it doesn't really clear your own board because you just replace that board space. Oh, but you don't if it's full. Got it.
If it's full, it doesn't, because you just shoot your thing and then
you have to wait until your board locked and then you shoot your thing.
Yeah, I mean it's not a problem until your board locked.
Oh, if it's better for you, I'm sharing my screen in Discord, so that might be faster than spectating.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, I can do that. What if I just watch on 3 different spots? I can watch your stream. I can
the stream is going to be the slowest. The stream's going to be like, oh my god! Like I think in the combo turns are going to be kind of tough. I might just like do the combo, and you can tell me where I fucked up.
I'm not going to go. Yeah, I'm going to tell you after. I'm not going to coach you. It's too confusing. It's way too confusing. I've had Maxi try to do that. I cannot process him. He's trying to tell me what to do, and I can't process it. It doesn't work.
So you want to keep bio? You've said you want to keep bio. It is another druid. I don't know if that matters.
I would. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably like Reno Druid or Mill Druid. I would just toss Renathal and keep the rest, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah,
Fuck him.
I like this in.
Fuck him. He's not the mirror. That's where I'm at.
We're gonna hope. Nope, 30. Where it's not.
Oh, I actually have no idea what you run into, so I have no.
It might be.
What it could be. If it's Barnes, then this keeps sucked. But
it might be Barnes. It might also just be. It might also just be this boar priest that I keep getting bullied by, or this boar druid that I keep getting bullied by. That's like it pops off turn 6 or turn 5, basically.
Well, it's not that bad because if they have to assemble their pieces, I just pass here.
Okay.
You're probably gonna pass next turn too. I don't really think I like coining out.
Looks like Barnes. Oh no, it might be actually. You know what it might be? It might be Astral Communion. No, it's not because we didn't see a Ysera trigger. Okay, never mind. It's probably Barnes.
Probably Barnes.
It's my first Barnes that I've seen in like forever.
This is probably the worst matchup for the deck.
Well, that's like classic with my guides. I don't know if you've been able to see any of my guides. All my guides, we like run into like the most janky matchup in the first match and I lose. And then we go through why I lost and I have to edit like the exact moment I lost and why we lost. It's pretty funny.
I would just zero power here. I don't think it's worth doing anything else. I think you're solar bioing next turn.
Okay.
And then you're... Because, like, you don't want to give them the mana too fast, right? Because you're essentially just hoping they don't have it. Like, that's all you can do.
No, but that's like a mental... Like, some people will play in fear and just never play their cards and lose. So that's worth it. So now you're going to solar bio?
I would just... Wait. Think about not. I might not solar here just because I drew the nourish. I'm trying to think if I want to save solar for bud or not. Um, maybe yeah. We'll probably just solar bioing here.
Okay,
and
we
then
are solar
pulling
bioing?
nourish. Yeah, I think we're just max ramping, and then we're probably just hoping to draw one more draw card.
Do we coin Nourish,
Yeah.
or are we doing Malfurion's Gift for wild growth? Like, are we trying to just sort of get up there, and then we try to maybe either use Nourish for card draw, or
Yeah, that's actually I like that better. You're right. I like playing that the gift for growth just because you don't have any more draw. And next turn, the only issue is, I mean, we either die. We're gonna have to try to go in next turn no matter what.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, we could be fucked.
He did not project,
and
he
we
did
want
not
you
project
sail
that he
off
had
the
barns
bud,
or
right?
anything.
Ideally, or it's either you sail or Anar, maybe.
Anar's not bad either.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, nice. Just coin and then solar bud, and you try to hit. You're hitting Eonar and you sail.
Stay strong, expedition. Reinforcements on the way.
You're the
Beautiful.
best.
Get mana.
Yeah. Refresh. Shattered on the Eonar,
Oh my god. Okay.
and then I just nourish for
Draw?
for mana.
What?
Mana. You're just gonna draw. You're just gonna draw with the Eonar. So
Sorry.
just nourish for. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Either way is fine. And now you're looking for second bud as quickly as you can. So start with
Okay.
movement.
Okay. Oh god.
Or start with-
I got it. Okay.
You're just looking for it. You just gotta go fast and look for it. And then aquatic probably here.
No. You.
Play your aquatic. And then okay. I'd be missing. I'd play Guff here so you get armor.
Okay.
So then you can maybe get out of the range of Barnes.
Okay. Sorry. That's a good
Does he
example of
run?
like, it's tough to co-op the combo turns because they get so scuffed.
Stay strong.
That was a really hard turn too. I don't know if I would have found it, but there's a high chance you could have found it there. I think I might have been able to find it. I'm not sure, but basically that hedged on you finding Bud.
All right.
You
They have
need
you
to find second
sail,
blood as
and
quickly
they
as
have both
possible.
locations down. This is probably an L, because they usually have infinite mana from this point. This is the first
Yeah,
Barnes
that's why I
Druid
told
I've
you.
seen in literally months. No,
So
probably not months,
you're-
but this is the first one. It might be the first one I've seen in at least 2 weeks.
So just like kind of go over what I probably should have talked with you before we popped off.
Okay.
Was what you were looking for there was your two win conditions were Bud and sleep under the stars.
yeah.
Because sleep under the stars for armor is a very real win condition. Which I think you could have gone for. I think we might be dead here, but
All right, cool.
that was a hard turn though. That was a very hard turn. I
It
don't
came
know
it
if,
came out all scuffed. It came out all scuffed. I know I didn't do it right, and I was kind of like, the co-op thing happened too, where I was like, I was waiting.
Yeah.
I was like, instead of just sort of like, no, idiot, you're in charge. You need to go. So that didn't help me either, but that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're
Well, I find it really hard to have someone in the call and saying what I'm trying to like, because you want to listen and you also want to you also kind of need your own thing. It's difficult.
right, like what's the
It's hard to
point?
do
What's the point of
even-
having you here if I'm not going to take your input on the most important part of the game?
I don't know how to go up that part. It's really just reps. Like you just have to. The best thing I tell you is you have to look. You're going to look for those cards and you're going to have to try to figure it out the best you can.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And that is like a part about that too is like playing perfectly. Like you're not going to play it perfectly because you're so crunched by time, and time is very much a resource with this deck.
Was saying was
Definitely-
nourish for
I
mana,
was just-
so A&R drew one further. Oh, okay. I missed that part. I didn't understand why he was saying use it now. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and we got confused there, and that that was a lot of timing on.
So
I'll
that
just
might have
keep
been the
Guff
one.
here, by
That
the
might
way.
have been the one card. Though I don't think it was. I think we drew after that. What am I keeping here into Death Knight?
Just Guff. You don't need a meter cell if you have Guff. Basically, my thought. You want to be able to ramp into Guff more than anything else, so it's better to mulligan for that. Basically, like, in my opinion, Guff, a meter cell, and Nourish are all things you want to ramp into as fast as you can. That's like your mid-game kind of high roll. Don't coin here.
Okay.
Because reasoning why
We're gonna
coin,
float a mana.
growth,
Yeah.
and then you have 4 mana. What the hell are you doing with 4 mana?
Okay.
It's better just to actually trail mix. I like trail mix here.
Perfect
Reason
example of
being
why we like
is,
trail mix.
Yeah, and then you can probably decide.
Are you gonna
if wanna-
nourish?
I think I'd probably just go.
I was gonna say, are you gonna nourish
could.
and then ramp, or are we gonna just go?
I think I like guffing because you may not even use the nourish for ramp this game. You might end up just using nourish for draw if we don't find any draw.
Okay, so we'll guff.
What are you guys doing in here?
Yes, we'll guff. I'm
I'd look
sorry.
for one. Guff, yeah, just guff.
Okay, that's okay.
Always guff.
What's going on here? What are we doing in here?
Booger Worm is crashing the deck guide.
Oh, whoops. Love you guys. Hey, check out Schmoopydady, twitch.tv. Use your free Amazon Prime subscription now today.
Thank you, Booger.
Yeah, just guff and invigorate. No, you need to use aquatic here
Okay.
because you have a play this turn, right? So there's no other play you can find that's going to be better than the play you have in your hand. And I would also not hero power. I would use your wild growth just because it's going to rot in your hand forever and you're never going to be able to play it if you don't play it now.
All right, so we're nourishing. I'm sorry, we're nourishing for mana, and we'll use wild growth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have a ton of time because it's Death Knight.
The disrespect. The Booger jump scare. I know the Booger jump scare. Oh no, they have Ancient of Yore KVLT. What am I gonna do?
I don't know, man. Probably should concede at this point. I would start with aquatic here.
Okay. If we take the ANR as the top deck, we guarantee that we get Ysayle, Aviana, and Renathal as the Dungar, which I don't know if that's necessarily good.
So I want to. You don't need to take ANR at all because you have solar blood. I'd probably actually just take the shattered here, right?
Are you taking the Shattered, or are we taking the UI? Are you taking the Shattered with the idea of we're copying ANR and using her for draw? Is that the idea?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm doing here, I'm taking Shattered. Right. This is my plan. So Shattered allows us. We have a guaranteed combo next turn, right?
Okay.
We take Shattered here, and then we just ramp twice. We just ramp their hero power, ramp their invigorate. We just have guaranteed because we just use Shattered on the ENR and we draw our deck and then they die.
Okay.
Because next turn we're coining solar, Bud, and then we're guaranteed basically everything.
Solar
Because we have
Bud,
4
and we're
minions in
getting ANR and Ysayle, and we win.
Oh, we're not doing that. We're taking Aviana.
Oh, we're taking Avionic, right,
whatever
because we got to
other
get
thing.
these guys down. Okay.
Exactly. And we have a guaranteed get it because there's 4 minions in deck and we're looking twice. So the first time we might miss, but the second time we're guaranteed. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for people who are... Gotta always remember how many minis you have in your deck. Yeah, so just make sure to coin so you don't look dumb and have the...
Okay, we're
Minus
picking
1 mana.
ANR.
I bestow these gifts upon
We're picking Ysayle, and you said
Aviana.
Shatter the ANR?
expedition. Reinforcements on
No, you were
Oh, I
definitely
fucked
meant to
up.
take
Okay, that's fine.
Aviana.
It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's gonna be
Okay, then I
fine.
guess you move. You have to go really fast here, and you have to find second blood because it's the only way you can actually. No. You're in a little bit of trouble now.
gonna be
Actually,
fine.
take movement first. Yeah, Joe, you're fine. And just take the Okay.
Right, we do this.
Well, you don't need that. You don't need to do that. You just play your Maly
Oh.
because you don't board space, right? To play everything. You're gonna have to just play a UI and hope to hit the sleep.
Oh god.
Oh, you hit it. Now you just gotta go fast and just kill them.
I don't have it. Okay, this might be tough. This might be a this. I mean I just
That I don't.
I
don't
I
understand.
scuffed I scuffed the draw. All right, can we win this?
Well.
It's a lot of health that we have to chunk through, and we do not have.
You have no way of winning.
I have no
this
way
at
of
this
winning.
point. You have
Cool.
no
All right,
burn.
cool. So there's two.
I don't even think you have enough physical damage in the deck to do that.
That's going to be a really fun edit to do because you're going to be like, okay, yeah, no, we take Aviana and we take ANR,
I went
right?
over it
And you're
3 times.
gonna tell me that, and then I'm gonna like hard cut to not doing that and just like fucking pissing it and just being like yeah, perfect. Surely we win one at some point.
That is pretty funny.
It's gonna be fucking peak.
I was so clear, chat. I was clear, right? I told him like, so many times that he had to take Aviana.
So one of the issues I am contending with is I should make you a little louder for me, but I'm worried
Okay.
that I'll change the sound levels. Oh, never mind.
Unbeatable deck.
I should make you a little
Broken
louder
deck.
for me, and I should probably turn off my Star Machine for just a hot minute, so that there isn't this white noise droning in the
Oh, yeah.
my right ear, so that I can actually do that better. That was standard DK, by the way. Fuck you, Baron Tunes. Yes, very good, very good. Thank you, chat. I know I fucked
That's the
up.
problem with this deck, though. It's pretty punishing. If you fuck up, you just lose the game. Sometimes.
Cthulhu versus Tyrande. My dreaming ends.
Are you guessing Reno Priest? I'm feeling Reno Priest, right?
I'm feeling Reno Priest. I feel like Yingling Sama is one that I like. It's a common enough name that it could be Reno or aggro, but I feel them there that they're Reno more often than aggro.
You don't think they're Nazmani, though. That's the only thing that really matters here.
I don't think they're Nazmani, no.
Okay. I think I'd just keep Dungar and toss the other two.
That's interesting.
It's kind of close,
Yeah.
but
They kept
I think
three
I like
cards,
just
it's a
keeping
little
it. The reason I want to keep Bud is because you want ramp, right?
Right.
Imagine you kept Bud here, and then what would your hand be?
Right. No, if you keep Bud, you have nothing going on. So let's hope that Renathal triggers.
No.
Renathal did not trigger.
Oh. Okay, you're gonna have to try to find a swipe then. I think you're still okay though. You could always end up gambling on the Bud for ENR heal.
Yeah.
Starting the operation.
And I think okay, that was very helpful for you.
Cool. Works for me.
I
We're in
yeah,
bot
okay.
territory.
You're drawing okay though. I know. You should be fine actually. All you have to do is just top deck good cards. That's what I would do.
Just top deck good cards. Simple as that. All right, so the first
Yeah, they're not
the first game was going to be tough to win because we had to do some advanced digging, and I was not going to be able to take instruct from there. Third game was just straight up a throw. I threw. That's fine. We've well established that. Just go for mana, hero power, rebothering to soften up the minions. I kind of want to like hero power the 2/1, just so that if we get a swipe, it simplifies the board a little bit.
1/2, you think?
Yeah, the
You
1/2.
think about-
Sorry,
Yeah, I don't mind that actually.
it's not like a void touch.
I guess you're swipe.
You know.
Yeah, I mean you take 1 more damage, but maybe you're gonna draw a swipe. Presumptively, you're gonna have a swipe that's gonna arrive in your hand. Your hand is very heavy, though. I will say that. Keeping the Dungar was probably not good against this particular deck.
So you might have taken Bud and just tried to find ramp to Bud.
I wouldn't have kept any of it. I would have just looked for swipes if I knew it was aggro.
Okay.
That is the problem with this deck, is that it definitely helps to know what your opponent's playing. I mean, I think that's with any Hearthstone deck, though.
Yeah, sure.
Like
For sure.
a lot of the good decks right now. They do seem to be in a. They're out of cards though, so it's not the worst. But that is not a great draw.
I think I'm gonna hero
Well, I was
power
gonna-
down the 1/1.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, your hand literally does nothing.
We
I mean,
need bio,
Lit-
Bud,
Bio-
A&R.
Literally ends it. Bio literally ends it.
Yeah. It'd be really tough.
Watching
We
top deck.
could miss, but it'd be tough for us to miss.
Yeah, I mean, don't even bring up the possibility that you can. Miss.
Okay.
I think that's
okay,
your only out.
my
Yeah.
bad. I won't speak that into the. I won't speak that into the universe.
Yeah. I mean, we have the top deck bio though, which is actually, I mean, does Pendant do enough? I think Pendant's actually a way to prevent them from winning too. That is not quite enough, is it? No, you're dead. The swipe came way too late. We needed this like 2 turns ago.
All right. That one where
I mean,
we
you
lost
just-
in the mulligan, not thinking it's aggro.
I mean, we kind of lost our draws, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
Well,
we
yeah,
drew
we didn't. It's
so
not like we
many-
were top decking like draw like ramp from there, right?
No, we didn't top deck any swipes. I mean, we had a 2 mana, but we just didn't get any of the good 5. So we literally passed an entire turn because our hand was too heavy.
This is par for the course, by the way. When we do these guides, that like
Yeah.
this is the first time I've lost 3 doing one of them, but I did throw one.
I mean, the second game we pretty much won.
Yeah,
If you
the
would've
second
just
one game we
played
should have
hard,
won, and I
told you.
fucked it up.
versus Garrosh.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, aggro is pretty difficult. I think aggro is pretty challenging, and you have to know you're playing against aggro.
Well, and that's it's worth noting that like Disco is not a great matchup. Like you can win it, but it's not.
Yeah, but at least you know when you see a Warlock turn. I guess there's a lot of Warlock decks, but your matchup against the other Warlock decks is so favored that you always mulligan for aggro. I would just keep Nourish and toss everything else. It's Warrior.
So we're like ramping to Nourish. And ideally.
Yeah. I think you have a lot of cards that you have a lot of turn 2 plays that enable you to play Nourish on turn 3. Like, think about how many turn 2 plays you have that really allow you to do that. Like, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 cards in your deck that enable you to play this on 3. It also is Warrior, so you don't. So if you're passing a couple turns, it's fine.
Well, I imagine they're gonna kind of try to tech double me at some point.
They are. You have your sail, which is not the best. I would probably take Runafall with your pendant at some point. Or actually, you could take Dungar. Dungar's fine to lose. And it's good bait for your Theo. Everyone takes.
It's just a hero power. It's not like we're
card
gonna
in the
be
deck.
coining anything. We're
Yeah,
probably gonna
yeah.
coin the Nourish,
And
honestly, where we're looking at.
Yeah, probably pendant next turn, and then you're gonna coin Nourish, which is fine. Like, just get the Nourish out on 4 is really not that bad, especially if you're like the health doesn't really matter. So pendenting is not that bad. You are getting outramped by the warrior though.
I
which
am
is
getting
kinda funny.
outramped by the warrior deck. Yeah, that is not that has not been lost
Oh.
on me.
I mean, you pretty much have lethal though. You're close to lethal.
So you would take Dungar?
I think. Yeah, just because you don't have any way to actually go off.
And what's nice is they
Like,
don't
sometimes-
know what we picked.
Yeah. There's something. I do hate when I choose Renethal and I don't have quite enough health to be past full. Let me think about this.
Is it ever Solar Trail? Probably not, right?
Yeah,
It's probably Coin,
no.
Nourish,
I
into
think
Trail.
you just coin. Well, how much mana do you have? You don't have a way to go off, so I would just coin the Nourish, but
Okay.
just hero power and say, and then probably you're probably gonna Solar Trail next turn.
Well, I'd have 9 mana, but it's not okay.
The problem with it is that
It's not like you can
if
Solar
you don't,
Nightshade.
well,
Bud.
the problem is if you don't top deck an Overflow, Sleep, UI or something like that, then
we're
can't
just
go in.
stuck.
Like,
Yeah.
you're just dead in the water, right? And then it might be 3 turns until you can go off instead of 2. I've really seen this Diamond Dungar before. Let them go.
There you go. It's one of the benefits of watching this stream.
Yeah.
Get to see. That was my attempt at a whale noise.
It's pretty good, actually. I liked it.
I appreciate it. Where's our draw? Draw me, dude.
That's good. But now you're allowed to Solar Trail Mix though, because now you can use ENR for draw.
Okay, so we're gonna Solar Trail Mix. Do we use the pendant for anything?
Yeah, pendant for Renethal.
Okay. So this is a great, like, let's go get pendant. Let's go filter out Renethal from our deck.
And look, you spent all your mana that turn. Wasn't that satisfying?
It's very satisfying.
And now, okay, let me say this. Bud, for Aviana, what are we going to choose?
Aviana.
Aviana, okay.
Then we're gonna play Dungar.
Yes, and then we're going to play our
We're gonna play
Ysael,
Ysael.
and we're going to draw.
And then we're
and
gonna
we're
draw.
with ENR.
And we're always gonna find Sleep Under the Stars.
Yeah, or bio or something.
Or bio or something
Most
against
likely
mana.
going to find something.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Wait, how much mana are we at? We're at next turn we're at 12 mana, right? So we spend 8, 9, 10 mana. Yeah. So we have a mana to work with. So I'm debating whether I'm playing Moonbeam first, but I don't think we are for an extra draw.
Got you.
Because
I haven't even considered that, honestly. In a lot of times I played this deck, like, oh, I could fit this in and then draw an extra card. I catch myself like missing that draw.
I think maybe we wanted to do that. Let's see what we top decked. Because
My opponent
trying
plays
to think of-
Okani. I'm ripping the Moonbeam, right? Like, I'm ripping the Moonbeam to see if I can stick the Bud and then choose what to do from there.
no, you just play into the Okani with the Bud.
Oh, because I just play Renethal. Wait, really?
Yeah. I mean, they never choose. I guess I don't know. I don't really know. Oh, wow,
well,
lethal.
they're good, okay.
Nice.
So we're discovering Aviana.
Maybe, and then you play all your cards except for Renethal, all your minion guys. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want. The easiest thing to do, I think, is Moonbeam and then refresh 3 times and then draw with ENR. That's what I would do.
Really,
'cause I'm
refresh
lazy.
3 times? So I'm okay.
Well,
Moonbeam,
first
refresh
Moonbeam,
3 times.
and then you just refresh, and then just draw, because then you always have lethal. Thank you, Inferno.
And I mean, like,
And then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
do whatever you want, really. Because it doesn't really matter, because it's just infinite cards.
because you have all the cards. There we go. We got an easy combo turn.
Easy combo turn. Easy combo turn. Are you good for one more?
Yeah, can I do one more?
Okay.
Can try to win a couple more games.
I've also got like technically the one that we won before the stream, but that was before I got your tips on basically going for like the ramp. And it is interesting that like the tension between Bud and Dungar. I guess into an aggro matchup we do want swipe, but like I don't hate like trying to ramp my way to Bud just to high roll the ANR. I don't know. I feel like that's like a win. At least that's usually a win condition against 30 Shadow Priest because they usually like they've used a lot of damage to get to that point, and they usually break their teeth trying to remove the ANR.
I didn't know it was 30 Shadow Priest. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't keep Dungar against 30 Shadow. Yeah, full toss. I agree with your assessment. It's Death Knight. I don't know what to. I don't know. I don't know what it could be, man.
How often are you using Aquatic on 2 to try and find 2 mana ramp?
Every time I don't have 2 mana ramp, I'm doing it.
Okay. That's how I kind of feel about it too.
You always said it, surely.
Surely. I mean, you've got like infinite copies of it, right? Like we've like even. I don't know if you take Trail Mix. You might take Trail Mix and not play it.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would always take a card if I can. I guess you're taking. What are you taking here? Sleep's okay. Bud's also okay. I think I like Sleep though, just because we don't have any draw currently in hand.
Man, it's interesting because I would have taken Bud because Bud gets me closer to one of my minions that does things, but you're going Sleep for the draw.
And also, like a lot of times you need Sleep in order to pop off, right?
Yeah,
it's like one of the more important cards.
It's an important card.
And it being on the bottom means you can't ever draw it. I guess you're tempoing Renathal. I mean, are you playing around disruption against this?
I think
this
I'm
guy?
keeping Renathal in my hand as rat bait for Malygos. I'm a little bit worried about removal.
Yeah, I guess you can.
Like that's the one.
Hero powered over 2 turns, maybe.
That's like my sixth sense. Whenever I'm playing these pile decks, they're usually playing something to kind of fuck with me. So like I want to kind of like keep some insurance in hand. I'm not bothering to swipe this leech, right? I don't give a shit about it.
I don't think so. I don't know. You're the Death Knight expert. I never queued into these guys. Yeah, you really don't give a shit about. I would have hero powered it.
No, yeah. I don't know how many
is
more
looking
turns.
like a hero powered turn as well.
That makes some sense.
Hey, look, Solar Bud, Solar into any card that ramps you ends it. Solar Trail Mix literally ends it. You can play Sleep then. Yeah, I guess you're just playing your little wild growth. I mean, unless you want to swipe here and then you want to solar wild growth next turn.
Do I ever solar my wild growth?
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, I guess you can just clear it. I guess it doesn't really clear because you didn't hero power last turn, but I don't know. I would just swipe. I guess you could swipe it. It depends. How lucky are you? Like, do you feel like you're gonna draw something good next turn? Like, how are you feeling right now?
So the odds are whether or not we're going to draw ramp. Is that the idea? So we've got 2 bios in the deck that we haven't seen all day.
Are you feeling a nourish? Are you feeling a guff? Are you feeling like
I think
any
odds
kind of
are
ramp off the top?
odds are we do draw ramp.
Okay. You think you're going to draw it? If you think you're going to draw, then you ramp this turn. But if you're not feeling confident about drawing it, then you don't ramp.
I'm a little less hocus pocus about that, but yeah, I think we do draw it.
I don't know. You're less hocus pocus. It's all about the vibes. You got to figure out if you're gonna.
It's your time now.
Because I think that play is a very case-by-case basis on me. Depends how confident I'm
On
feeling.
how confident you feel. I mean, all of our draw cards are in our deck. You would say like all our mana is in our deck.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Like, if
they
we were
fixed
playing,
it. Our
'cause
deck was...
I watched you play.
Our deck was
Miracle
all
Road. I'm
jumbled.
Like, oh yeah, I would rip Passage here. All my mana's in my deck.
That's true. But I will say Baroque has more... it's a higher chance of doing that than this deck does.
That's fair.
I guess you're just... I honestly, yeah, I feel like you really got to clear the board at this point, right?
Okay,
And
sure.
just swipe and hero power something down. You could probably even use a Moonbeam to kill the other thing.
Nah. Not worried.
I don't know if you actually care, though. It's a 2-1.
I don't actually care. Like, I have 34 health. I was almost okay with just leaving the board up.
Yeah, I don't know how threatening they're gonna get. This is
The thing
the
about Death
most
Knight
like
is it can gain a lot of health. I don't know how relevant that is. That is a weird turn to play the
Any?
Cold Feet. We're never playing Minion. We take those. Overgrowth. I mean, Overflow would be nice. All right.
I would just. I mean, you don't have to solar it. I would just take the. I guess you could miss on the Dungar, but if you don't solar it. But
Do we signal to our opponent? Like my one worry about Pendant of Earth is: do we signal to our opponent that we now have something in hand that's worth fucking with?
maybe you do solar pendant,
Okay.
just so it's a less chance for Malagos to get ratted, right?
Okay. Yeah. Like you just get
Is
bodies.
that why we're doing it?
Sure.
And also, it makes it so we guarantee that we pull Dungar, right? Because there's a chance we miss if we don't solar it. And I would just take, what would you take here? I don't
Aviana?
think you don't want to take Ysayle. I'm thinking Aviana.
I think Aviana because you can afford to lose it. Between
the
these
main
two choices.
thing I have with it.
But
It's going to
also,
be really hard to get down Malagos if you lose Aviana now.
Yeah.
Now Aviana is really important not to lose, which
Okay.
is annoying because now you have two targets in your hand that you kind of don't want to lose.
and we're gonna lose one. Of them.
But I guess we're glad we went and solored. So whenever I get Theo in my back pocket, you got to remember that you have your Shattered in your deck that you can use. Oh, they took the one that did not matter at all. That's pretty nice,
Kinda
actually.
So now what I'm thinking is I can sleep and I can go get ramp.
That was really good for us.
Yeah.
That was really, really good for us. Yeah, just sleep. Oh, you have another sleep, which is so good. Now you just sleep and you go look for your card. You basically only just need Ysayle, right? That's the only card you need now at this point in the game. So how many cards you got in your hand? You gotta draw 2 more, for sure. You're probably gonna end up refreshing.
Can trail mix.
I would just refresh. I would rip the trail mix here. Just say you're gonna draw it.
If we don't draw it, we've got
We
Finley.
could play Finley, which is pretty funny. Although we don't have sleep.
We don't have.
Sleep
Yeah.
at the bottom. So that's the main issue with doing that play.
I think we.
But it is
Finley.
funny.
Or no, we.
So I think we're just setting up this turn. We're just trying not to die. We're gonna probably test first with Invigorate. Invigorate for draw 1. So we just see if it's spell. Because we want to make sure our swipe doesn't get disrupted, because we really want to get rid of that stupid ass Renathal.
Mm-hmm.
Not Renathal, what's his face? Razor Scale.
Got you. So it is a minion.
How much health? Yes. We're probably just getting rid of Finley.
They're only
We're
3 away
just
from
Finley.
lethal.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we can't afford to play our sleep, really, to be honest. Because I think what we're going to do is we are probably just going to swipe the Razor Scale. How much burn do they have in their deck? I'm trying to figure out. Like, are we going to play around Zeph lethals at all?
Probably not. Like, I don't think we can afford to. They did pick, I think, probably 2 cards for burn. I'm just gonna toss. Am I
What I would
tossing
do,
a
but
Renethal?
I
I'm
would
tossing a
play
Renethal into this,
I
right?
would play Shattered on Okani first, and then play Finley.
Oh, that's a cute play. I like that.
That makes it so they can't really kill us that easily without moving this, right?
I like that a lot.
With some minions.
We don't have Dungar anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. See, look, that saves us so much damage by doing it that way.
8 Hands from Beyond is a there goes our
problem.
burst except for UIs.
That is a problem for us. But it does mean that we should be able to find people. Maybe.
Do I have to sleep for
have to-
armor?
You're gonna have to sleep for. So you probably rip your bio first, yeah, just
Okay.
so you can draw 2, and then you draw 2, gain 10, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you bleed till next turn. Maybe. I don't even know if you have enough burn here. I haven't counted.
We have UIs. So
Is
maybe
that enough?
They're
That's
showing 18.
10,
I'm gonna hero power.
20 plus 12. It's not enough, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we can go with tempo, but we don't have swipes left, do we?
No, I think they deleted our swipes.
They did, yeah.
I have 5 cards left in deck. I have 2 UIs. I have ANR. I have Ysael, and I have either Amir Drasil, Nourish, or Guff. So I think I died.
I think he died, yeah. Got 8 hands.
8 Hands from Beyond.
We did
Bomb
draw
ass
pretty
card, by
terribly
the
that
way.
game. Broken card.
Broken card. I actually do think it's really
You can
good.
play around it.
All right, do you have time for one more, or are we calling it quits on that one?
We can do another one, but
Okay.
we should try to get a good win, right?
We should try to get one more win to finish it off. All right, we
So
could have
yeah,
had
wins
2,
for
but
you,
we could have
yeah.
had 2 already. But Dungar is
Dungar is
unplayable. I don't know if
unplayable.
it's unplayable. It's definitely out of favor right now, and it doesn't help that I threw one of our games.
It's true. I don't know if we. The last game we just didn't draw a ramp, did we? Our hand was so bad.
Keep the
Yeah,
swipe.
maybe keep the hostage phase. Yeah, surely it's. You probably could keep Moonbeam too,
Really?
maybe. Unless it's. How confident are we that it's
probably Disco.
Lock? I don't hate Moonbeam against Disco. If they're is everyone playing Blood Trains at your MMR? Because that's what everyone's playing at my MMR is Blood Trains.
I don't think they're playing Blood Treant.
Okay, then I toss Moonbeam and Moonlit then and just keep swipe. Maybe I won't lean that hard into them having a pop off play. Oh, we get to try our Mitra Cell out. This is fun. And we got double swipe. This looks good against Disco. Looks very, very. Oh, okay. This looks like lethal against Disco.
There we go. That's fine because it's a pretty common
So-
matchup. I think this is one of the weaker matchups. Like, this is one of the reasons why you don't see this deck popping around a bunch.
So this, like, yeah. I just hero power that. I would hero power the minion actually.
Right? We hit the
You can
minion.
swipe.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
setting up.
I'd hit
We're
it.
setting up a swipe clear if we can.
Yeah. We might end up ramping with our gift next turn if they don't play anything. But we're fine actually with swiping the 1/3, I think. Oh yeah, we're definitely fine with swiping this board here now.
So we are swiping the Malk Imp to remove it, and then we'll probably follow up with
Yeah.
a second swipe at some point.
We're swipe swiping for sure.
Okay.
We're gonna swipe that imp, and then we're probably gonna swipe the Walking Dead the following turn.
And if we need to, we'll swipe
Because
again.
Whispers is like probably the most threatening thing against you, right? And they only have 2 of them. Like most people don't play more than 2. They don't play like any other board buffs. and they're playing right into the swipe. Like, look how perfect this swipe is here.
We just no second board buff is what we're hoping for. All right,
Ooh,
probably
okay,
murder
well,
the
we're
knight,
swiping.
right?
We're swiping the knight. Yeah, we don't care about the. We care much more about killing the knight than the Walking Dead. And in consideration to play, like you instantly play that. I would have probably played the gift
You want to do the
swipe.
gift one because we can solar the other one more
Because-
easily. That's fair enough.
Exactly, and also you can potentially swipe and play 2-mana ramp.
Okay.
But I mean, next turn we're probably just jamming the meter cell. Actually, I think the meter cell seems like a good play to me. Ooh, never mind. Now what? Actually, I like ramp. Maybe ramping's better. Or do we ever nourish here?
You feel
'Cause-
good about nourish and
Well,
then hero power?
I feel great about it, to be honest. Maybe it is a meter cell. It might just be a meter cell
This
here.
gives me tempo
Let's try
and
meter
it
cell.
gets me a little bit deeper into the deck.
Yeah, I think I like a meter cell, and it gives you armor too. And we want to find the solar. That's kind of what ends it, right? Or another swipe. Okay, we got invigorate.
Well, we
which
used
is
both our swipes,
could-
so it's going to have to be
3, 6, 9, 12.
we can trade off
So the
something.
question is, they have no more whispers, so we know kind of roughly how much damage they're gonna have. The reason that the meter cell is good against Disco too is that you get a minion, which that's a
That's a
play.
good, awesome merchant for us. I'm very happy with
is.
that.
It's not such an awesome fact that we're dying though.
I think we have a clear
Okay.
here, right? Where we have something. We go, we get mouth gift. We swipe. We can.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I like it. We clear most things with this play. We swipe, 3, 4,
Because this lets us trade.
and then yeah, and then we probably moonbeam. Wait, what are we at though if we play invigorate instead? We have to moonbeam, right? Otherwise we're just dead. 3, 6. Yeah,
I'm
we're
pretty
gonna have
sure
to
we're just
moonbeam
dead
off
if we
of
don't
1. I think so too. This is a rough. We kind of need to. We need to find bio here, but it's nice is that we can invigorate and then we can draw,
Right.
refresh. No, I still like a meter cell. Meter cell is a good card. I can't tell if it's too late though, because we did play it on 5, and playing against 5 does
Played
feel
on
very
5.
slow. Doesn't it?
Would it overgrowth put us in a better position?
We could very much. Well,
We might
be
die.
dead here though.
We don't die. We do
We'll
die.
say that we did die. Unfortunately.
Is Dungar Druid unplayable?
It's not a great metaphor. I will say it was much better in previous expansion.
And I did throw a game.
It's good. It's still good in Torino decks, I would say. But the problem is its disco matchup is pretty bad.
Yeah. And we had a. I mean, I did. Okay. Did me not using the gift swipe matter that game?
It did cost you. I don't think it really ended up mattering.
I don't think it made an awkward turn. Did we ever float 1 mana?
I mean, we did.
We
at the very
did. We
end of
did
the
later,
turn,
but
it
I don't
didn't
know if we
matter.
could have done anything with it. No, we could have because we could have hero
Yeah.
powered. Okay, so yeah, I think
We could have hero powered. We could have.
Go ahead. Sorry.
We could have also like ramped as well, right? We could have played both of that. Which, if they didn't have the thing, it could have actually ended up mattering, right? We
Yeah.
would have been an extra mana.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think
Do you
I'm
want to do
good with
another one? I can do one.
You want to do one more? Let's do one more.
if you need to. You want to get? I feel like you need a win, right? You need a win for your
I
video.
do.
So we can. I'll go until we get a win. Let's try to nail it.
They literally had a double Soul Barrage in hand. They did. They played Solarium. They got double Soul Barrage, and then they fucked it up. And then they BM'd me. Basically, that's where it went.
They had a really good. Like they got double whispers on their egg thing too. They had a good hand, right? Like I feel like we had a pretty good hand against them. Okay, perfect. The mage.
The mage, the matchup you like, the matchup that I think I would like. I think this is a matchup that most people would be dreading playing mage.
I mean, it's I don't know if I would say I like it, but I don't think it's bad. I think it's better than like your Holy Wrath matchup, for example.
You saying that it's not bad is way better than I think the average person. I mean, it might be Imbue Mage,
Yeah.
which I think could also be kind of okay with for us.
That's very good for us.
Yeah.
Except, so I keep Bud and Trail Mix and probably toss the other two.
Okay.
I don't have bad matchups. That's true. I just play
Oh, it
them
might be
and hope to
it
win.
might be the quest if they kept the leftmost.
That's not good for us, man. That's very not good for us.
The Discover quest? Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good for us. That's fine for us.
Are you sure?
I think. I'm not sure at all, actually. Look at that.
We're never coining
We got a
the
good hand,
trail
though.
mix.
No, because
We want
we're
to trail mix
trying-
on 2 and to nourish and to do funny shit.
yes.
They only play block. They don't play like objection or anything.
They don't play objection.
They don't play
Do you
objection.
know that? Nice. That's good then. We'll have to play around it then.
Yeah, if they play a second secret, I'm going to be... I think they don't play objection. I'm 90% sure they don't play objection.
If they play another one, then we're fine because then we can play around it. So it's we just jam the nourish. And then we can just play the meter cell next turn. Huh? Wait.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, maybe the meter cell is bad. Like I'm trying to think of if it was an overgrowth instead.
If
feel
it was
like
an
the might
overgrowth,
just
I
be
think I'd
better,
like
right?
it much better in this situation.
I think so too. So maybe the mana nerf is
Maybe
too
this is
much.
bad.
Could be, yeah. We haven't really had very many good situations for it, have we?
Last game was probably the best situation for it because we're like kind of gaining armor and kind of gaining tempo, and we kind of got hosed.
I
in.
mean, it's not like it would make a difference if it was 4 mana though in that spot though.
No, that's true. Though I guess we do get the if it's 4 mana, we wouldn't have played it on 4, would we? Because we were swiping anyway.
Yeah, we wouldn't have played on 4 anyway now. Oh, that's a really good draw. I think we just Amidra Cell and don't click. And my only thing is now, do I want to bio this turn and give them mana?
I don't think you do.
Don't think it matters. Does it matter that much though?
They
What is the punish?
They need if they complete the quest. They can complete the quest pretty easily next turn. They need 8 mana to reliably pop off. Because they need a buy one, get one freeze in hand or like a reverb in hand to guarantee that when the ETC farts out the 2 minions, they have enough mana to do the thing. So I do think it matters to give them the extra mana now.
Okay, then I'll go. I'll defer to your play then. Then I'll just pass on the bio. But we're gonna have to play bio next turn anyway, which is the
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Just
I
trying
know
to
we
think-
go in. It's just I don't know if I want to do it right now. All right. So what are we doing next turn? We're doing bio, coin, Nightshade Bud, and trying to hit Ysayle.
Yeah, we hit you because we're lucky trash.
Okay, we'll hit Ysayle because we're lucky trash. I like that idea.
And if we miss, we just ENR.
I used to unironically run Polymorph Boar in decks.
Oh yeah.
Really cool card. Really cool card because it's either damage or it's like subpar removal, but it's removal because it's only 2 health. I don't know. Cool card. I like the design.
That's pretty cool.
All right, coin, bio.
Yeah, like-
We're gonna find you sale.
You can like set up a combo with it.
So they have their funny weapon.
They do. I have no idea what their combo is, to be honest.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. Bio should be able to find it here, hopefully.
Did not.
Best we hit ENR here.
Okay.
We take ENRs. Take ENR, we refresh, and then we grab and we try again.
And then I can kind of combo.
Yeah, they take your sale, and then you refresh 3 times probably.
One UI?
No, yeah, rip your UI at their face. We can kill them without Maly here if we go faster.
You said point UI at their face? I didn't hear you properly.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, unlucky.
I did say that. Oh yeah. He also guffed. Yeah, I think. Take Moonlit first and look for. Oh, you burnt Guff. Never mind.
That's not happening. Set it
Yeah,
for
I
next
think.
turn.
Yeah, at this point, he goes up for next turn. I mean, that's where it comes, where the reps come in, right? It takes a lot
Yeah.
of reps to get to the point where you can kill from that spot.
I wasn't seeing the line. So what was the line that we're supposed to do?
I mean,
UI?
The bottom line is you just have to go faster. Like, you gotta stop thinking about your plays as much and just play your cards. Basically, just try not to spend mana where you can and manage your hand space and have an idea of what you're looking for. So in that spot, you have enough damage where you don't actually need to get Maly down. I think you were thinking about getting Maly down.
I was.
But think about how much they're a 30 health deck. Think about how Barnes kills you. You don't need to get Maly to kill them.
They're probably going to
kill, like, a
polymorph
deck with
for
Barnes.
the Assail. Just FYI.
It's a slight problem.
Is ticking.
We have burn on the board though.
Okay, so they
Yeah,
always
they're
get
not
the
doing that.
ETC next turn, and they always have enough mana to pop off. So I think we fucking died.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the very punishing nature of the deck, right? Because I mean, you just kill them here from now without maybe needing Maly down. Because you have 10 on board and 11 on board, and then you have a bunch in hand too.
We must
You just try to pop them at 1. Wonder if you ever... Is there anything you can take that... I think I'd hold the Shatter in case there's something relevant you can do to disrupt them.
I could shatter the ANR. That gets me mana, right?
It doesn't really do anything though, right? Like, what does ENR do for you?
More mana. So that I can remove ANR and also pop their block.
No.
Or maybe not. Dude, at this point.
Just take 5 to the face first with UI, and then oh, you got it.
Oh, I can't refresh my mana crystals. I'm just stupid.
No, you can't because it's another thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. All right. So now they get to do their thing. It doesn't matter what order they come off. They have infinite fireballs.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, why this deck is very punishing to play though. Because
Yeah.
if you fuck up, like, you can lose the whole game very easily
Yeah,
because you're too slow.
and it doesn't really lend itself to co-op, does it?
It
Like the co-op
doesn't,
scenario
no.
ends up putting you in a position where you're like, all right, you're naturally waiting for input, and really you just need to play your green cards and like fuck up enough that you're
Yeah.
learning from the fuck ups and going from there. All right, so not a lot of winning in the co-op section, and it's also not the greatest meta for it. But I still think there's some good things to learn. All right, KVLT, give us a quick little TLDR. I think you said fill out mana on your curves. So you want to fill out the mana on your curves. So use all your mana. So don't do what I did and pick like the 3 mana swipe when we can use the 4 mana swipe on the 4 mana turn.
Mm-hmm.
And
ultimately, yeah. I mean, I think what we did learn a lot is like the early game of the deck.
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
getting to the combo. I think talking about the combo is a little bit difficult because every time it's so different. And I think just learning it comes from reps. Like there's a reason I played so many games of it is because like every time the combo's a little bit different and you get yourself into new scenarios that, you know, I might not even seen yet because there's a lot of orderings. And ultimately though, it's all about time management because the two things I look for is A, don't run out of mana. B, try not to burn cards if you can. Sometimes you can't help it.
Yeah.
But you got to be aware that you really only have a minute and a half to do it. So you're going to have to go fast, especially if you don't have all your pieces there all pretty. You're going to have to build your board and like you have to manage your board space, build your board. There's a lot of things to remember during the combo turn that are just come with practice.
And that is one thing I will say.
As for the early game,
just sort of playing on my own, just sort of letting Lizard Brain go, like kind of like the part that plays Barnes, you do learn.
Yeah.
You can kind of feel, okay, I need mana now. Oh, I need this now, and that part kind of gets turned off because like I don't want to on a snap judgment play the wrong thing because Lizard Brain told me to, and it's just like, no, dude, if you thought for 2 seconds, it was this here. So I'm thinking while I'm trying to play cards, which is never a good idea.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, I mean, like, it's obviously like, I remember when I was learning the deck, a lot of people were like, wow, how did you make this such an obvious misplay? Like, and it's because like you're thinking many plays ahead, like you have a general consensus. I'm not thinking too hard about my plays. Because I'm trying to, a lot of time when I was learning, I was trying to figure out basically what the best route was to do. And a lot of times I just try things, right? I'm like, I try this ordering, I try this, and I find out what I like. And eventually you kind of find little patterns that you kind of string together
you just feel it
as
out,
you go.
yeah.
So,
yeah. And that deck, honestly, that usually takes like 20 games with the deck. You've done thousands with this deck, literally like over 1,000, and you're still not done finding it. So, worth making note. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming on. If you don't know who KVLT is yet, if you don't know who Colt is yet, please make sure you follow them on Twitch. I'll make sure your stream is in the description. Any sign off before I go?
I don't know. I wasn't ready for a sign off, but I don't know. Just have fun with it.
I thank you for coming on. I'm sorry the gameplay portion was so well. I was frustrated during the gameplay portion, but that's not your fault. It's because I'm stupid. But also, I would love to have you back on for Hostage Mage sometime. I think that could be a lot of fun. And I play that a little bit better and a little bit more intuitively. That'd be a little bit more fun.
Easier deck to co-op as well.
An easier deck to co-op. We have infinite time to take our opponents hostage. We have more time. Thank you for coming on KVLT. Yeah. And if you enjoy this content, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing on my YouTube channel. All right. That is not going to be that is not going to be an easy edit. All right. KVLT, I'm going to leave VC Uwu. Anything you want to say to chat before you go?
How playable is Dungar? It's unplayable.
Unlucky.
Right now.
Oh no, I left him. No, I left too early. I thought that was going to be the sign off. Oh, poor KVLT. All right. Music back on. Oh man. That's going to be a long edit, chat. That's going to be a long fucking edit. What if I didn't like the content? Then fuck you. Man. Oh god, chat. That was difficult. Nothing KVLT did made it difficult. But fucking backseating whether or not I have my VC locked, backseating all sorts of other shit. Did not need it at that moment. All right. What do we want to fucking play? Send me your Reno piles. You could cut the booger skin. No, I'll probably go in. If only you weren't a boomer. Yeah, I mean, like, just shit like that. All right, what do we want to play? Send me your shitty Reno decks. Let's start deciding what Reno decks we're playing for a team. We're playing. God damn. Or not. What if I just end stream? What if I just end stream because I have to edit this thing now? Ask kvlt for Reno Shaman. I could ask him for a Reno Shaman. I could ask him for Reno Shaman. Probably should get him for Reno Shaman. I know what Tally's going to send me. There we go, kvlt. Thank you for the Reno Shaman. I'm streaming after you. Perfect. There's a Sonya. God, the throw was frustrating. The throw was frustrating. I fucked up. All right. I don't think Towley. I don't think Reno Priest is going to be the nuts, or Reno whatever is going to be the nuts. Oh, here we go. How much am I going to hate this? Hopefully not at all. No Bran. No Astalor. Just honest to God, why kill the opponent? Why kill the opponent? why kill the opponent when you can just like play for board, Lamau? Man, I don't believe in this shit. All right, I'm running an ad. You know what? I'm not. I can't. I can't. I gotta edit this thing. I can't. I just can't. Not in the mood. Not in the mood. And if you enjoy this content, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing on YouTube. All right. I'd say special thanks to my members. You're much appreciated, but I'm too tilted to continue to stream. Let's send you someplace else. Sinferno says he's already going. Sinferno, you better hurry the fuck up. Or else I'm going to go to fucking NZT. Yeah, Sinferno calling the thanks for the raid in advance. Yeah, that's a little bit obnoxious behavior, no? Anybody else agree? Like, that's a little bit... Like, I don't mind, but that doesn't mean that you just fucking call your shot, man. Where are we going? Still taking forever? Where are you? There he is. All right, Sinferno has started. I'll send you over to Sinferno. Sinferno also plays Wild at a high level. Plays lots of decks with questionable deck building with a very high skill cap, so he ends up skill differencing people. See everybody later. Bye, YouTube.